So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. The teams then, Fiorentina against Barcelona. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Fiorentina have chosen to go 4-5-1.
Look, for the lone striker, before we even consider what happens around him, he has to get hold of the ball. That's imperative.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I'm going to go for a man who probably defines the anchor midfield role, Sergio.
Hits one! Goal! Fiorentina!
Well, the whole idea is to start as you mean to go on, and that sets their tone beautifully. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Fiorentina go ahead, 1 goal to the good. PK. Sergio Busquets. And it's Luis Suarez. Suarez pushes it out wide. Lovely feet. Messi. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Fiorentina are on a 5-game winless run here at home. Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. He's got away. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Roberto does well to read it and intercepts. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
From Titi, PK. Messi. Sergio Busquets. Badal. Fiorentina are already ahead, the perfect start.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
And it's Messi. Now the pass. Coutinho keeps everyone guessing. Philippe Coutinho plays it in. Passes it through. Knocks one in. Well read, he sorted that out. Jordi Alba drives it towards the front. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Jordi Alba. Fiorentina scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Sergio Busquets. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Jordi Alba. Into the channel. He's left his man. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Going through. Played into the middle. And he just whacks it away. Lovely bit of skill. Back in once more. Coutinho goes looking. Roberto. Vidal. Messi. Played out to the right. Played back in. Cut out in the nick of time. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Barcelona just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
He's having a look round. Patel. Luis Suarez. Looks like a good ball through. Messi, and Messi! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
Just brushed off the ball there. Vidal. Umtiti. Patel. He's in space and looking for options. Crowd calling for him to shoot, and he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. Has a pop!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Looks to slip it through. It's a loose ball. No foul, says the referee. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Roberto. Vidal. Roberto. Luis Suarez. Long and high towards the flank. Vidal. Vidal's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Luis Suarez, and now the finish! Hoists it high, up to meet it! Oh, not the best of headers. Sergio Busquets. Vidal. Roberto. Vidal. Titi. Sergio Busquets. And it's Luis Suarez. Tries a through ball. Chance to shoot. Roberto. Messi. Lobs it in gently. Vidal. Pumps it into the area. Messi plays it out to the flank. In once more. We hit half-time. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Sergio Busquets. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with the ball through. Suarez looking to get on the end of this. And he's onside! Jordi Alba. Lovely little display of skill, that is. Boots it to safety. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Titi. Sergio Busquets. Now it's Luis Suarez, played out to the wing. Well played, he saw that coming. Vidal. Now the pass. Vidal. Gomez. Messi. Jordi Alba. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. Messi passes it through. That'll be a throw. Vidal. Tries to get it forward quickly. Back into the middle. Gets up to head it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Roberto. Out wide to the right. Well positioned to make that interception. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Sergio Busquets. Luis Suarez. Gomez. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Vidal. Looks like a good ball through. Dinks one in. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Sergio Busquets. Forward it goes. Gets it back. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Luis Suarez. Out to the left it goes. Jordi Alba is desperately calling for it out wide. So who's he picking out? Badel. Messi battles to win it back. Pushes it out wide. Tries a header! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Header! Aimed long and direct. Played out to the right. Played back in. That intervention was very necessary. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Fiorentina seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Sergio Busquets. Messi. Tries a through ball. Suarez plays it out to the flank. Goes for it! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Barcelona are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now the pass. Aimed in towards the centre. It's a brilliant interception.
Fiorentina are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Vidal, he's got away. Drills one in. Luis Suarez.
Barcelona are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Over to the left.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's Luis Suarez. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. You can get that clear. Gomez tries to... Massive leap! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Fiorentina making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Messi. Suarez with the ball through. Dembele. Oh, glorious footwork.
Barcelona certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Gomez. Messi. Roberto. Gomez. And the referee brings it to a close. It has ended in disappointment, defeat and back to the drawing board. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Fiorentina just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium. I've been hit by it too.
Sparta Prague have elected to go 4-3-3.
Well, in this formation, the wide players can be the most attacking and sometimes a pair of extra fullbacks.
That gets things running. Semikaya. And it's Biabiani. Now the pass. And he's there to cut it out. Slid it through. Aimed long and direct. And now the breakaway. Silva. Ray. Torres. Looking for options. Forward it goes. It's out for a goal kick. Sparta Prague, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Adrian Silva. Out towards the flank. Tries a through ball. And here's the chance to counter. Lafata passes it through. Crowd calling for him to shoot. And out to safety. Now it's Lafata shoots! Mahrez. Kasper Schmeichel gets it upfield. Semikaya. Thatcher. Kadlitz. Thatcher. Plays it forward. Looks like a good ball through. Lafata. Looking for a decent ball in. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Well, Brighton tries to get it forward quickly. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Kadlitz goes looking. And it's Lafata. We sit high. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Keeper's got good distance on that. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well read, he sorted that out. A real chance to break. Vardy tries lifting it over. It's Okazaki! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Okazaki certainly did his part with a lovely pass, and unfortunately, the loveliness ceased there.
Forward it goes. Lafata. Could move up a gear here. Vardy tries to stroke it through. Aimed long and direct. And it's Lafata. Biabiani looks to clip it forward. Adrian Silva. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Lafata shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Lafata did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Semikaya. No goals as yet. Looks to slip it through. Lafata, he's onside. Plenty waiting in the middle. Great leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. This could fall anywhere! Mavuba plays it out to the wing. It's come loose. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's the chance to counter. Okazaki plays it wide. Tried to play it through.
Okazaki encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Out to the left it goes. Looks to slip it through. Got a sight of goal here. And that has been clubbed away. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Vacha gets it back. Chance to shoot. Okazaki. Now a chance to break. A real chance to break. And the weighted pass knocks it away. Looks like a good ball through. Over to the left. The shot's on! Played back in. Looks to dink one in. That intervention was very necessary. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling... That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Now it's Vardy. Vardy! Out on the left now. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. And it's Lafata. Morgan. Forward it goes. Dashing forward at pace. Okazaki. Vacha. Great challenge. Tries a through ball. Mahrez. Mahrez plays it, up he gets! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Through to the goalkeeper. Mavuba, and it's Lafata. Adrian Silva. Coaxed out to the wing. Gray. Okazaki. Keeper goes long. Does well to read it and intercepts. Morgan. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. And it's Vardy. Vardy spreads it wide. Lafata tries to dink it in. Timely intervention. Mahrez. Now it's Okazaki. Albrighton. Mahrez floats one over. And Vardy! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gets up to head it! That's gone a long way up and away. Mahrez. Very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
He's left his man. Lafata! Defence has got rid of that. Now the pass. Fuchs plays it forward. Albrighton. Aimed long and direct. Albrighton. Played out to the wing. Vardy looking to get on the end of this. It's a throw in. Chance to play it in, and it's Benalouan. Swept in, he'll have it in! They continue each to cancel the other out. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's gone for it! Vardy. Morgan goes looking. Gray. Fuchs. Vardy looking to get on the end of this. Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And it's Mavuba. Okazaki. Defenders on the back foot. Looks to dink one in. Chance to shoot. Vardy is on his own. Danger averted for now. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dashing forward at pace. Lafata passes it through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
Kasper Schmeichel gets it upfield, aimed long and direct. Lafata, great ball, and now the shot! Looks like a good ball through. It's a brilliant interception. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now it's Vardy. Mavuba. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Vardy. Okazaki. Looks to slip it through. Now the cross. And he's cut it out. Played towards the front men. Now a chance to break. Lafata spreads it towards the left. Now here's the through ball. Lovely bit of skill. And he's there to cut it out. Goes direct to the front line. Vardy tries a through ball. Vardy plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Out of play for a goal kick. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. And it's Okazaki. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Thatcher. 75 minutes played. Now the pass. Oh, sweet feet. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Good clearance and very necessary. Mahrez battles to win it back.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Semikaya goes looking. Lafata. Passes it through. Heads it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
Looks like a good ball through. Has a swing at it! Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Header! They've scored!
Well, what a sickener that is for the opposition. There really isn't much time to get a goal back now. Talking about drama. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sparta Prague take the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Vardy plays it into the channel. Fuchs is fouled. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. And it's Iborra. Oh, it's Okazaki. Could have here their final chance. Just whacks it away. Timely intervention.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
It's Lafata! Missed by a fraction. It so nearly came off for him.
Lafata very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Almost there, and the players can feel it. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vacha. Lobs it in gently. That intervention was very necessary. Dinks one in, and the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sparta Prague win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we won. Thank you very much for your support.